program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I got to tell you, Gene, y'all are in for a treat. This man came and sang at the Thibodeau Music Club is active again. I encourage people to join it. And he came over there and sang for us. And I tell you, if I'd had his CD, I could have made a fortune out of it.
I never knew he was inactive. He's been around.
And he speaks 2 languages or 5 languages or something. He's the most amazing trombone player and singer. But he's going to sing a song because you're old enough to remember the Rolling Stone.
No question about
Not
it.
the Rolling Stones now. The Rolling
I don't even do that.
Well, before I get to the guitar, why don't we talk about the Rolling Stone, and maybe some people around here haven't heard of it.
Well, you have a good history about it. Tell us about it.
Well, during the 40s and the 50s, up and down the bayou, there was a unique form of retailing. Thus was born the Rolling Stone.
That's right.
They were called in French, le marchand de charrette, le marchand roulant, or just plain marchand.
Masha.
They were converted old school buses, well stocked with household essentials that were either sold or bartered along the way on their weekly trips through their neighborhoods. So the song I wrote is about that marchand, and some of you may remember your marchand back in the past. In the Central Lafourche area alone, there were maybe 6 or 8 of them. Some of the names that come up names like Louis Bourgeois, the Robichaux store, Roy Zerang, Etienne Leblanc, Mathern, Pierre Champagne, Arnaud Richard, and Hubert Fauré.
That's right.
All rolling stores in our area.
And Lejeune and Vince's. Remember the old supermarket? Vince had one on Highway 1. Hang on a second. Let's grab this call. Good morning. You're live, KTIB.
Well, good morning. With whom am I speaking?
That's that lady from Dallas.
Hey, Gene, how's it going?
That's that famous lady from Dallas. KC.
Well, you'll just take calls from anybody, don't you?
Absolutely.
I see you don't screen your calls.
Absolutely not.
Oh, man, it's great to hear from you.
Well, it's great to hear from you, too. Oh,
yeah, I hear your voice, right. Good. Is that Gibbons?
That's Gibbons.
Gibbons is here and Mel's here. You already met Mel on email.
I did.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Can't wait to hear you sing.
He's going to sing in a few minutes for you. Tell us a little bit about you, what you're doing, and about what you did up there in New York City.
Well, I'll tell you what, I finally retired from the Orr House Restaurant and Club after 20 years. And
what?
Yes, after 20 years I had that music gig. It was absolutely wonderful, but I have finally retired from that, and it's given me a little bit more time to do some little more freelance things with public speaking and motivational speaking, and getting to talk about my experiences with Let Freedom Ring and the different performances that I've done across the country, and still play a little senior basketball on a Senior Olympics basketball team, and writing a book, and so I've been real involved. But I tell you, I just came back from New York, and it was an incredible experience up there. I didn't dare go to perform on 9/11 because it was pretty chaotic, and knew it would be. And so I went on the 10th, and I had a pretty free reign, but I was told that I may get arrested if I go sing Let Freedom Ring at the mosque site, or the proposed site.
Are you kidding me? You're joking, huh?
No, I am not joking. And this little Texas girl kind of bristled, and I said, but this is America that we live in.
Absolutely.
And they said, yes, but that might be considered, something that you'd have to have a permit for. And I said, well, I tell you what, I've got the camera rolling, and I just hope that I get arrested, because then I'll get the whole nation with Fox News probably touting that I got arrested because I wanted to sing Let Freedom Ring, So I said, just let them come on. But anyway, I did. There were a couple of policemen there, kind of guarding the building, and I guess just to keep the peace or whatever. And there were a few people around handing out pamphlets and different views.
That's amazing.
I sang my song, Let Freedom Ring. My daughter was there, my husband was there, and my son-in-law, and so they were filming, and I was kind of watching out. I mean, a girl can't be too careful. But anyway, it was a wonderful experience to get to do that and to sing.
Well, we saw it on the email, and it's just amazing that you're still here. You didn't go over there just for that, though?
Oh, well, no, I didn't. My daughter lives in Long Island.
Oh, she lives in Long Island.
Lives in Long Island. And we went into the city on the 10th of September. And then I went over to Ground Zero, and there were a lot of news people already set up. You know, they all vie for a position over there.
Yeah.
So they were all set up. So naturally, I made my way to their corner, and with the Ground Zero in the backdrop, and went over and told them that I was going to perform a song that I had written, Let Freedom Ring, and so they turned the cameras on, and a lot of them covered it, so who knows where that will go. But anyway, I got to sing Let Freedom Ring there at the Ground Zero.
What we want you to do right now, our time is limited, we want you to listen to what Mel Boardman is going to do right now. Don't get off the line.
Okay,
He's still in Texas. He's going to sing a song about the rolling store. Back 50, 60 years ago, we had stores that go up and down the bayou in old school buses and sold stuff, you see. So Mel was...
how cool. Very, very colloquial, right?
Before we start this, we're on automatic. If you just, let me put you, hang on for a minute, Kay. We're going to go to break. We'll get that out the way, and then Mel will come back on.
Gotcha.
You good to go?
I'm good to go. Hey to Marianne and Lindy Hoffman.
We'll do it. Hey, thanks for being with us. Just stay on. Don't go away, okay? We'll be right back. Listeners, pour yourself another cup of coffee. We coming right back. Great show this morning. We coming right back here at the balcony, 640 AM KTIB.
What's your name?
Hey, how's my sister?
How did you know it's me?
We just got caller ID.
That explains it. How's the family, sis?
Great. Glad the summer's over. The kids ran me ragged.
I understand. Now it's football and election time.
What election?
Mayor's election here in Thibodaux.
Who's running?
Charles Caillouette and some other fellow.
Oh, I know Charles Caillouette from church. He's a decent, honest person. He's been a very good mayor.
He sure has. Lots of cities are going broke right now, but Mayor Caillouette has been very conservative and managed Thibodaux's money really well.
Well, you always were the business person. I just know our recreational facilities, streets, and police have improved a lot since Mayor Caillouette's been mayor.
You must be voting for Mayor Caillouette.
Sure am, sis.
Well, Mayor Caillouette has my vote, too.
Election Day, Saturday, October 2nd. Vote early September 18th through September 25th. Vote Mayor Charles Caillouette. Paid for by Mayor Charles Caillouette campaign, not at taxpayers' expense.
After a storm, the number one rule when it comes to downed power lines is stay away. And remember to tell your kids to stay away. Downed power lines may be energized and be energizing anything they touch, like fences and tree limbs. To report a downed power line, call Entergy at 1-800-ENTERGY. Downed power lines are dangerous, and breaking the number one rule can be deadly. Stay away from power lines. For more safety information, visit Entergy.com.
Hi, I'm Tommy Ashday. There's no better time than the present to embrace new leadership for our community. My fresh new focus on leading our local government will place an emphasis on the true needs of our citizens. Policies and decisions focused on politics and re-elections will become a thing of the past. As your mayor, I will bring an openness to Thibodaux city government that will result in a better community for everyone. I will be honored by your support and your vote on October 2nd.
Paid for by the Tommy Ashday Campaign Fund.
Back to dialogue. Your comments and questions are welcome by calling the studio lines at 985-447-6409. Here's your host, Gene Richard.
Talk about the history later.
And welcome back, listeners. As Linda said, 447-6409. Kay, you still with us?
I'm still here.
Great, baby. Here we go.
Mel's going to sing a rolling store for you. So listen carefully. Then we'll ask you to sing the end of your song, okay?
Great.
Don't go anywhere. Go drink some coffee.
All right, everybody, grab your yard eggs, your pennies, your nickels, your dimes, because here comes the rolling store. Rolling, rolling. door. Mama, cut quick, 'cause here comes the rolling store. Please buy me some candy, I promise to do my chores. It comes a roule, 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 roule. Le magasin s'en vient. Il roule, 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 roule. Il roule sur le chemin. Maman, viens vite, c'est la corne du marchand. Achète-moi des bonbons, j'ai promis de faire comme il faut. Not so many years ago, a very unique type of store. A converted old school bus brought shopping right to your door. I see it rolling, 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 rolling. Here comes the rolling store. Rolling, 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 rolling to your front door. C'est pas trop longtemps dans le passé, il avait des drôles magasins. C'était des school bus tout installés pour vendre porte à porte. Chantons, il roule, 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 le magasin s'en vient. Il roule, 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 il roule sur le chemin. This new way to make groceries was destined to be short-lived. 'Cause more and more families now own their own automobiles. There's no more rolling, 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 rolling to your front door. No rolling, 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 no more the rolling store. On n'a plus de roule, 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 plus de magasin roulant. On n'a plus de roule, 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 roule. Devant notre maison, il n'y a plus.
I
Well,
like that,
talk
Kay.
about a piece of Americana, huh?
Man.
Yeah, it is. You know, and it was jogging my memory. Everybody, at least in South Louisiana, that was born outside, that lived outside of any metropolitan area like Thibodaux, you know, lived in the country like we
Sure.
did, depended on the rolling store for goods.
That's right.
Isn't that
Oh, an amazing. That
great
brought back a lot of
song,
memories.
Great song.
And it
Great
was a good
song.
opportunity to barter. If you had extra yard eggs, you could trade your yard eggs for maybe needles and thread.
Oh yeah,
or
you could
whatever.
trade eggs. We used to trade eggs, chickens.
Right.
He had a pen on the back for pigs. I mean, that was.
Casey Miles too young. She don't remember all that.
I remember all of that, man. I mean,
Hey,
there was.
Kay, you told me.
Can you
Told me.
believe we lived in a time where there was that, and then man went to the moon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Kay, you sang over here at the auditorium a week before Katrina.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
I want you to sing that.
In New Orleans
Yeah.
at the D-Day Museum, and then debuted the choral and the band arrangement there in Thibodaux.
Yeah,
So-
right. Sing the closing lines of that beautiful song for us. I know we're keeping you on the line kind of long, but
Well, that's okay.
sing-
Listen, I'm enjoying it. Always glad to hear from you guys, I'll tell you.
sing something for us.
Okay. Let freedom ring, let freedom ring, from the mountain to the shore, with hearts and our hand united we stand, so let freedom ring evermore. Let it ring, let it ring, let freedom ring, let it ring. God bless America and let freedom ring.
Amen, baby.
Good job, Kate. Good
God
job.
bless you, Kate.
Guys, hey, Marianne Lindy, thinking
Okay.
about you.
Hey,
Hey.
when you coming down?
Listen, all I need is an invitation.
You got it. Come on.
All right, come
We'll get you
on.
on.
I'll
We'll
be
get you
there.
up here in the studio. Thank you, Kay.
Okay.
Thanks, Kay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Bye, babe.
Bye-bye.
What a great lady.
For our next break, we want to. Red's going to sing something else for us, Mel Baudouin, and I don't know how many songs he wrote in his lifetime. How many songs you wrote?
Oh, maybe a dozen.
Man, you know, them guys and gals, like, and you too, Gib, that got all these special, you just think different.
Yeah.
You see things like.
Music and magic. That's right. It's a
Yeah,
different-
I mean, you
it's a
really
different
do.
one.
You see things a little differently than us
But he
common
should have
folk.
been the one before that big game last Thursday night.
It never dawned on me, and I've been knowing Mel for 40 years, 50 years. But it never dawned on me. You must be from the Raceland. Are you from the Raceland area with a name like Baudouin?
Sure am.
It never dawned on me. I mean, I always thought of you as being up here, but you went through that same era. Hang on a second. Let me grab this call. Good morning. You're live, KTIB.
Hey, good morning, Gene. This is Fred. Look, you know one of them that was Maurice Rodriguez.
Hey, Jack Bay.
Yeah, but his store's right there where
You're right.
Where Gabby's is.
You're right. I forgot it, but you're right. That was a long time ago.
Oh, look, you're right. That was the thing. Mama would make a list.
Yep.
And he I don't know if I don't know if they ran twice a week or something, but you know, she'd make her list and then he'd pass and.
Well, I think one of them, at least where I live, one kind of passed. I want to say just about every day, maybe, or every other day. They didn't have any route. I mean, you know. But yeah, it was on. And the thing about it, I was telling Mel during the break, we used to during the summertime. Mr. Arnold Richard had his, and we used to hitch rides. You know, if we wanted to go play ball at church, well, when he passed at 10 o'clock, we'd all we'd make the phone calls. Everybody meet at church at 10:30. Well, Arnold would give us a ride. We'd jump on his store and go to church and play ball.
It was amazing. And then Fred Les Rodriguez had the water tank. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he used to deliver water to Jack Bay if your cisterns were dry.
Oh my God! We had Ike Tomplay in St. Charles.
And then and that was in the late 50s, early 60s. And to believe it, and a few years later we were on the moon, like she said. You know, that's amazing.
It was an unbelievable era, in an unbelievable time. You know.
Right on. Oh, I'm gonna hang up and let y'all keep on your conversation.
Okay, thank you, Fred.
Sure. Bye.
You can't find it. Look. Yeah.
That's not it. Kate Smith. No. Well, maybe the right song. I saw Kate Smith. I'm sorry, Miss Linda. It's Kate Seameyer on that one. Anyway, hit that red button. You got it. Thank you.
Oh, she sang for us already.
Yeah, she sang it already. Anyway, Fred, I guess every community had them, I would assume.
Did. Yeah, I think so. Even in the South Lafourche area, I was talking with ladies yesterday.
Yeah.
And yes, they had them in that area also.
Unbelievable. Hang on a second. Good morning. You're live, KTIB.
What about Mr. Mahler from Jack Bay who used to deliver meat out of a van?
Meat? What kind of refrigeration was that?
Didn't need it.
Right.
You didn't need
it. Fresh meat once a week at your door. He used to deliver to your door.
You know, and boy, you brought up a good point. And as Mel was singing the song, like I'm telling you, it jogged my memory. Not only did we have a rolling store, but you're correct. We had meat, we had ice, we had milk, we had everything back in those days delivered to your front doors.
Live chickens.
That's right, live chickens, everything.
Your bread man delivered to your door.
That's right, forgot about that. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Enjoying your conversation.
Thank you. It's a great show. Thank you. Great guest this morning.
We're getting short on time.
To go from that point in the late 40s and 50s.
Yeah, right.
As they said, to a man on the moon. And I'll never forget my grandpa, and I spent a lot of time with him. And I think in the 50s, about in the 60s maybe or 70s, I said, Papa, and he was getting, probably the 70s, he was kind of getting up. And I said, what is the greatest thing you've seen in your life, in your whole lifetime? You know, because he was born, like, I guess, early 1900s. And he said, I've seen a lot of things. But he said, the jet. He said, that jet is amazing. And when you think about it, that technology is what put the man on the moon.
That's
right. You know, and we came from nowhere in the 40s, into the late 40s after the war, to the jet age overnight. And as Mel said, the minute automobiles hit the pavement, Rolling Stone was gone. And that was the whole reason for it. People didn't have transportation, you know. That was the whole deal behind it. But an amazing time, an amazing era. People's doors and windows were open 24/7. Neighbors talked to each other. Everybody sat on the Gary on a Sunday. You know,
it was a nice time growing up.
It was fun. I had fun. I had a great childhood. You know,
didn't have air conditioning. Had fans. I don't ever remember being too hot or too cold.
No.
At night you'd get under the covers and you'd sleep all night. Turn off the gas.
No computers.
No computers.
Hardly no TV.
Go to
I know
bed at 8:30.
Yeah, kids had to fend for themselves as far as playing. You know, we rolled a tire down the road. That was about as much fun as we could get. But we had a blast. You know, things like that. But
let's let Mel sing again.
Oh yeah, you bet.
Anything what you want to sing, Mel?
One of my favorite songs is "What a Wonderful World."
Yeah, I love that.
I don't claim to have written it, but I did write the French verse for it.
So sing it both the English and French for us.
I sure will.
Listen to this, Gene.
I see et je pense en moi-même comme le monde est beau. Ouais, je pense en moi-même comme le monde est beau.
Beautiful.
I gotta ask you. I was watching you play.
Fabulous.
How many hours of enjoyment has this given you? Probably years of enjoyment has this given
Years and years.
And it's not just that. He provides so much great music for everybody. His trombone player and his singing is great, you know. Y'all going to play at the Thibodeauville again?
Our group, the Bayou Dixieland Band, will play at 9:30 the morning of Thibodeauville, right in front of Roxas.
We lost our piano player and our clarinet player, but we got Will Robichaux back. Who's the clarinet player? I forgot his name. Comes from, you don't remember?
We don't have a regular one.
No, Ted Hoffman knows. Y'all all doing, though, at 9:30, huh?
Yeah, 9:30, and we'll talk about that. In fact, you'll be on again before that's over. But go ahead, Mel.
That clarinet player, I think, is Jerome Theriault.
Yeah, right.
That's him. Yeah.
You know, and you and I have talked about it a million times, and with Johnny and everybody that comes on.
That's right.
Music. I got tons of problems to face at work this morning. You know, and we all do.
Yeah,
For
right.
about 10 minutes, I forgot about them.
It's uplifting.
That's right.
I forgot about it.
Listening to this man sing, boy, that's really something.
But I mean, that's what it's all about. Music.
You got anything else you can do for us?
Well, I've got tons of stuff if we got time.
Go ahead. Draw something up before listeners. Let me tell you, Mel's been active with not yet. It's on automatic.
Oh, okay.
It'll tell us when we got a break. But Mel's been around the Playhouse in and out for many years. He's hung around music as long as I've known him, and just provided a tremendous boost to the area as far as, like we said, you know, the many hours and years of enjoyment that type of music has provided. And them guys think, well, what makes you think of those songs when you're writing?
You play by the music of a different drummer, I guess.
You do. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
and
You've
Kevin.
Seen all the changes. That's right.
Kevin Gobert. I mean, you really do. You see things a lot different than we do. And I don't mean that. I mean that as a compliment.
Well, half of music is playing it. The other half is enjoying the pleasure that you give to others.
That's right. Exactly.
You're
right.
Well,
you certainly have brought us pleasure. There's a lot of people listening to that, including a lady in Texas.
Absolutely. But it's just like I'm telling you, and thank goodness for, and we've talked about it, this area has produced, many Mel Baudouins and all of the singers and all of the musicians, and this is a melting pot of so many people that can do this and provide so much enjoyment to the people of this area.
I have two Baudouin nephews, Teddy and Tom Baudouin, that are both excellent musicians.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's in the genes. Like
Absolutely. Oh, no question about it. Yeah. No question about that. Play us something else, Mel. Man, this is a laid-back Friday, man.
Absolutely fabulous.
Nothing better. I'm just sitting here enjoying it, mellowing, chilling out, man.
Most of the songs that I wrote about are from our area. From interviews of different people. This is a story that comes from a woman who remembers when she was very young. A young black woman would come to her family's home every week to do the washing. And the woman was called Lily Rohelia, which is an unusual name. She came from a small Chacahula community located in Terrebonne Parish. A few of the memories that are incorporated in the song that I picked up from the story that she told me Lily doing her washing outdoors in a big iron pot over an open fire full of boiling water, and of course using octagon soap.
Yeah, you're right. The brown octagon soap.
She always wore a bonnet and brogan shoes and a long skirt that touched the ground. She had deep creases in her face, and so all of these things are incorporated into the song. The name that she gave her childhood friend was Ma Lily. And of course her name was Lily, so she called her Ma Lily. Lily Rohilia from Chackahoola, girl, you got your brogans on. Lily Rohilia from Chackahoola, girl, you got your brogans on. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. Time to stir the wash and keep the fire going. Girl, you got your octagon. Time to do the wash and keep the fire going. Girl, you got your octagon. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. Faithful is a chase, and don't you stay awake and go get the holy water now. Faithful is a chase, and don't you stay awake and go get the holy water now. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. Your long skirts are hanging so low till it's a drag, and girl, get your body on. Your long skirts are hanging so low till it's a drag, and girl, you got your bonnet on. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. Your face is all a crease, and don't mind me if I'm peeking. My Lily, how you work till dawn. Your face is all a crease, and don't mind me if I'm peeking. My Lily, how you work till dawn. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie. My Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, my Lily, lie.
Is that great, though?
You know, Mel, you ought to make a CD. You ought to put all those songs together on a CD.
I'm thinking about it, working on it, but...
We won't forget this morning for a long time,
It's
huh?
one of the greatest shows we've ever had, Jim, you and I
absolutely.
together. I'm telling you.
Two great singers,
It was
but
my pleasure.
You know, and as long as the Mel Baudouins are around, thank goodness this culture will never go away.
That's right.
You know,
I hope not.
like the lady called when we were talking about it earlier. You know, it was in any relation to Baudouin School? Way back?
That's way
back. Okay,
way back in
just
my,
dawned
my
in your.
ancestors.
It was a great era, you know, that whole era. But this area was a great place to live. You know, a great place to grow up. And Mel's bringing it all back to life. And
both those
some of the
songs are amazing.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man, you ought to make a CD.
Absolutely. You know, music is amazing. Tim did me the privilege of playing In the Mood, getting this jazz band to play In the Mood. Imagine for us old people. Boy, at the last concert, Edie White concert.
I don't want to go there, but you get in the mood,
But
Jim?
yeah, oh, man. Boy, even those kids got out there and danced. Even the teenagers. What a great song.
Hang on, let me grab this call.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Good morning, you're live, KTIB.
Yeah, Gene, that reminds me of one thing. I had a band that got together years ago with my father when he tell Mama we going fishing. And we go back up the airport, and they had a little bar, and all the musicians used to gather there. And you know how funny that thing?
What's the What's the bar back at Pierre Port? You're right.
Yeah, right on the pier. We used to launch our boat. I forget what it is. It's been so long. But all the musicians used to gather there.
Landing, I think.
Yeah, it's by the Attacapult. Is it the Attacapult? Attacapult, yeah. I spent many a week there one night.
Yeah, and
Gene Richard's been all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
A week there one night.
Yeah. But and Mr. Baldwin, just like all the musicians, it looked like they knew what was going on because they bring the instruments.
Absolutely. That's that was part of the deal then.
And of course, my dad used to like his wine, so we used to sit on the pier, and so the musicians would play. So when we go back home, Dad would buy some fish, so Mom would think that we went fishing.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Gene.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
447-6409, number into the dialogue room this morning. Back, Attacapult, and they were along on Highway 1. Ontario, Nanut, and what was that?
Oh, okay.
I forgot the name of the Nanuts. They had a dance there every Friday, every Saturday.
Before St. Charles? Before you get
between St. Charles and Raceland on Highway 1. Doggone, what's the name? I spent many a week there one night too. Doggone it, I can't think of it. But anyway, Ontario used to run it.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of the doggone place. But anyway, all them joints had a local band back then.
Some old person going to tell you
Hang
what
on.
it is.
What you mean, man? Hold on. Good morning, you're live, KTIB.
It is so nice to hear a beautiful performance of historical Cajun music, and particularly some music that is personally done by one of our local artists.
That's right, absolutely.
That's exactly what we were talking about. Were you up when Kay was on? She told you hello.
Oh, yes, I was.
Good.
I was up. Marianne awakened me.
Oh, good. Okay.
You know, now that I'm retired, I don't have any time clock. I just operate by CPT, and I'll tell you what that is,
what is that?
later on. But, to hear a superb performance, something that has good chords, good melody lines, good words, historical, it's just so gratifying that you hear things like this. And we need to forget about these artists of today that are really not artists. But, Mel has earned his keeps in the musical venue.
Yes.
He's a master of music. He went to school and learned a lot about this. He didn't just pick it up, And we enjoyed it tremendously. And Marianne is reminding me to tell Gibbons and Mel both that I am now a member of the music club because his performance at that last meeting was so beautiful and so inspiring that she said, you got to join to increase the number of members we have. I'll make a pitch to the people out there.
That's right.
Join the music club. The Thibodeau Music Club has marvelous entertainment, camaraderie, and it promotes music in our area.
I could never believe you would not be a member. Well, that would be beyond my imagination.
Marianne started it, started it all.
Well, I was a member in absentia.
I got you.
In absentia,
keep things happy at home. That's why.
This is Mel.
Keep things happy not only at home, but in this society that we live in today. You got to be the spit and glue of keeping things together. Sometimes I say, I think I am a man without a country. But that's another subject. Let's stay on the beautiful things today.
Hey, you better believe
Mel, you have done a marvelous job, and you need to make that CD.
Well, he wants to tell you something. Go ahead, Mel.
Hey, Lindy.
Hey, Mel.
Thanks for the nice words, and also Marianne's nice words about my music club performance. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much for saying that, and you are an inspiration to not only the music world, but to the French culture in the things that you have done.
Amen.
Thanks so much.
Good.
Thank you, Mr.
Have a good time.
You too.
Thank you. More, Mel.
Thank you.
Wait, Marianne's got
Okay, if you're still listening, you did a beautiful job.
Thanks.
He's listening.
I'm listening.
A cappella.
Boy, that
Thank you, Miss Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne.
You have a good day.
Right.
This is a show we'll not forget for a long time.
You're right, Gib. Hey, we got to take a short break. Listeners, we might even go a little overtime. Pour yourself another cup of coffee. We're coming right back here at the balcony, 6:40 a.m. KTIB.
You told us she had.
Do you suffer with chronic neck or back pain? Now you can put that pain behind you. The Spine Center of Thibodeau Regional, the region's only comprehensive spine center, provides a unique approach that ensures you get the right care from the right providers at the right time. From diagnosis to proper treatment options, the Spine Center of Thibodeau Regional will put you on the path back to your normal routine. No referral needed. Thibodeau Regional, the hospital recognized for quality care and patient satisfaction.
Hello, I'm Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery Corporation. Lottery games are meant to be fun. That's why we encourage you to play responsibly. Each year, $500,000 in lottery proceeds go to fund problem gambling programs. And have you ever looked at the back of your ticket? That's where you'll find the state's problem gambling helpline. Plus, you'll see it on billboards, sales materials, and the lottery website. For tips on playing responsibly, visit LouisianaLottery.com.
When you're on the job, the number one rule when it comes to power lines is stay away. Power lines are extremely dangerous. Focus on safety and be aware of power lines. Keep a minimum of 10 feet away from power lines at all times. When working with cranes, tools, and other equipment, stay alert and stay away. And tell everyone you work with to stay away, because breaking the number one rule can be deadly. Stay away from power lines. For more safety information, visit Entergy.com.
Hi, I'm Tommy Eshday. There's no better time than the present to embrace new leadership for our community. My fresh new focus on leading our local government will place an emphasis on the true needs of our citizens. Policies and decisions focused on politics and re-elections will become a thing of the past. As your mayor, I will bring an openness to Thibodeau City government that will result in a better community for everyone. I will be honored by your support and your vote on October 2nd.
Paid for by the Tommy Eshday Campaign Fund.
Now back to Dialogue. Your comments and questions are welcome by calling the studio lines at 985-447-6409. Here's your host, Gene Richard.
And welcome back, listeners. If you just joined us, got Gibbens Robichaux, Mel Baudouin in the house this morning. Hold on, let me grab this line. Good morning, you're live, KTIB.
Gene, since we're playing music this morning, a frightening thought just entered my mind. Billy Ray Cyrus and Lee Greenwood might be in trouble.
Why?
Because of,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The patriotic songs that when we go to school, Some Gave All and God Bless America, Stand By, and,
Yep, you're right.
So we might be in trouble, huh?
You bet. Who knows?
So hey, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
Hey, let's close out with one more song. And then we'll call it a day, and everybody can get back to the real world.
They're talking about this for a long time,
You better believe it.
This is another song that has a local flavor. It's a story, it's a childhood story about someone who was born into slavery, mentally afflicted by the sounds of cannons during the Battle of Lafourche Crossing, and later abandoned by his parents in his teenage years. He was taken care of by 2 generations of the same family in St. Charles.
That's right.
His name was Pompey, and quite a few families used that as a nickname for their children in that area.
Pompey.
Pompey, oh Pompey, sitting at the front gate. Someone's told you we'd be coming by today. Pompey, oh Pompey, we're visiting my grand folk. I'm in the back seat of my daddy's car. You're very high forehead, your kind eyes and sweet smile. You've had a rough life, but now your days are mild. Pompey, oh Pompey, sitting on the ditch bank, born into slavery, but free you are today. Pompey, oh Pompey, abandoned in your childhood, you now have your freedom, no one can take away. Your face is deep lined, you've whitish curly hair. Grandpa has told you, you need not to care. Pompey, oh Pompey, today you're in the promised land, the Lord as your master, one day we'll meet again. Hope him, my old friend, one day we'll meet again. Cher Pompey.
What a treat, man.
I'm telling you. I tell you what, Gib, we're going to remember this show for a long time. This is one of you and I's better Friday shows, my boy.
I have somebody taping it.
It was a pleasure for me to be here,
Mel,
too.
thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Mel.
Make the CD, I'm telling you. Make the
I'm
CD,
working on it.
man.
I'm working on it.
Great show this morning. Gib, thanks
William Taylor is taping this for us, and I'll send you a copy of it, okay?
Make sure I get one.
I sure will.
Please make sure I get one. Listeners, I hope you enjoyed it as much as Gib and I did. We had a great show this morning. Just kind of forgot about a lot of things for a little while, and that's what music is all about. Hey, have a great weekend. Don't forget, we got Friday Night Football tonight. Tune us in here at the balcony. Ben Harang's going to be streaming on ThibodeauOnline.com. Ben, thanks for doing that. Nicholls State football tomorrow. Bacone College, 4 p.m. LSU at 8 p.m. Just a big old weekend. Lafette to College tomorrow, 10 to 5 at Acadian Wetlands Cultural Center. I mean, there's tons of stuff going on this weekend. So get out and enjoy some of this good weather. Get out and enjoy all of the local things that this area has to offer. God bless you today. God bless you every day. Do something nice for somebody. Today, God bless America. We'll see you Monday here at the balcony, 6:40 a.m. KTIB.
I'll send you
Against the law for me to say how much, but just